It's not hard to guess that I really paid money to the developer of various mods and data packs to create me the end update. We are all waiting for this update very much and hope that Mojang will still release it soon. The update I ordered will have everything we dream of: new unusual biomes, strange trees and plants, giant mobs, danger, fantastic biomes, merchants, and much more. So subscribe, leave a like, and we'll go fantasize what the end update could be in Minecraft. It all started when I got out of some room, where a statue with my skin and the update logo was waiting for me. When I got closer, it disappeared, and instead of the statue, appeared someone unknown.
Hey, glad to welcome you to the place. We are now in the not-too-distant future of Minecraft. We are here to show you what it will be like. Get ready to leave this place. Yes, my name is the Creator. Nice to meet you.
After I met the creator, the world began to fall apart, and I became very scared. But apparently for today, she's my guide for this update.
It will hurt a bit, but don't worry, you should survive it.
That sounded very reassuring.
We are approaching the Flower Islands biome of the near end. This type of islands is not very dangerous, rather it is a local oasis, not without nuances of course.
After teleporting, I found myself in a previously unknown biome. There were huge flowers that looked like trees, but I like it. As soon as I approached the creator, she began to speak.
On these islands, it is very common to find native plants similar to flowers from the regular world. Only their size is quite impressive, isn't it? These flowers are purifying filters that can disperse distortion. The flowers even have native grasses growing around them.
It was something incredible. I loved those flowers. But soon the creator was flying off somewhere, and I followed her.
Now there is a weather phenomenon like chorus rain present in the end. It increases your distortion level. And I see you don't have your umbrella with you. Don't worry, it wouldn't have helped you anyway.
Yes, it all sounded very frightening, but this rain had me mesmerized by the sight of it.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you what kind of distortion we're talking about. As you may have noticed, you have a new bar showing your state. The farther you are from the center of the end, the faster the bar accumulates. At first your eyes will just get blurry, then nausea, hunger, then you'll start to lose health, and finally death will come. Oh, you're fading before my eyes. Let me show you something that will help you.
During this rain, the distortion level was rising, and I was getting worse. I decided to follow the creator, hoping she would help me.
These flowers are ungrown versions of those large flowers. They are perfectly safe and very useful indeed. By pointing their butt at you, they gradually clear the distortion. And they really love the local rains. Don't even try to pick and move them. These flowers are very willful and impossible to plant on their own.
The effect of this flower helped me a lot. I felt better, but the creator flew away again, and I followed her.
It's still raining. It would be nice to find shelter. You must have thought that you can make new planks, doors, and trapdoors from these flowers.
To be honest, it never even occurred to me that such a thing was even possible. But the flowers did have thick stem from which wood could be obtained. The creator flew upward and set about building a complete shelter out of the new wood.
Come on in. We need to wait out the rain before moving on.
The cabin was really quite beautiful, and the new type of wood was just right for this new update. I miss the wood from this dimension. Do you? Write in the comments, I'd be interested to read.
The rain is over. We can move on.
Yes, indeed. The rain ended while I was enjoying the coziness of this cabin and the new wood. As soon as I got out of it and walked towards the creator, this happened.
Look at this. It's a member of the local fauna, the soaring jellyfish. They're perfectly peaceful despite their size. Flying from flower to flower, jellyfish drop a jelly that can be picked up and eaten. It will remove a certain amount of distortion. Also, occasionally, this jelly can turn into a new flower. By doing so, the jellyfish becomes a seed bearer of small flowers that eventually grow into large flowers. The local flora is amazing.
This jellyfish was really huge and fit well into this bizarre dimension.
Look, there's more jellyfish up there. They've had their fill of jelly and they're flying off to do their own thing. And one of the jellyfish is about to lose some of its jelly.
As it happened, the jellyfish flew over us and dropped her jelly. I picked him up in a flash.
You can also craft candles from this jelly that create a protective field around yourself. In the warmth of these candles, the distortion loses its power.
And so it was. Near these candles, I felt good and calm. After that, the creator flew off somewhere again and followed her.
Take one last look around, for we're going to the far end.
This biome was very cozy and peaceful. It fit perfectly into this update. Would you like such jellyfish to appear in the game? After that, we went on to explore this new update.
Next up will be the Shattered Islands. This type of island has a higher distortion field and more annoying fauna. The upper level is a boring desert with unfriendly inhabitants, but do not be afraid, I will protect you from death. But before we continue exploring this island, you should prepare yourself.
The creator provided the gear for me.
Tell me when you're ready to continue.
I didn't have to wait long. I was ready instantly.
These sands are home to local worms, like earthworms, only a little bigger, and they don't like anyone disturbing their peace. These mobs move under the sand and are always trying to throw you up into the sky to deal damage from the fall. For a while after an attack, they are still above ground and can be easily attacked. We call them scaps, by the way.
And these worms started attacking me. I had no choice but to teach them a lesson.
Can you handle it?
Fighting this worm was no trouble at all. I defeated them very easily.
All right, you did it. Now we can move on.
I had to run after the creator again.
Look, there's a new dungeon up there. There are chests and shulkers inside, and the loot in the chests is just as valuable as in the end cities. Step into that gravity field so I can lift you up.
Without thinking long, I, of course, went to explore the new dungeon. I wondered what was waiting for me there. As it turned out, there were 3 shulkers waiting for me there, who also had to be taught a lesson.
If you're interested, you can try looking in the chest. There are some special shards in there that will be useful for us later on.
A diamond, 3 Endite shards, and an iron sword enchanted for level 5 sharpness were waiting for me in the chest.
Next, we head to the next biome, which we have artificially hidden behind this sand.
That sand looked very suspicious, but I decided to duck down anyway and see what was waiting for me out there.
Welcome to the lower world of the Shattered Islands. Here are some gorgeous views of the... Oh, did you hear that? That was Pouty. I forgot to warn you, we're in their nest right now.
That was unexpected. The pouties started attacking me. They just flew around and shot their shells at me.
Unlike the scapes, the pouties is less dangerous. These fishes live in their nests, crawling out when approached directly. Very annoying creatures. We came down here for the shards. There's one right here. Get it.
Nice! There are already shards in Minecraft, but they have to be found in the ancient city. And here in the end dimension will be their own shards. How do you like the idea?
This island used to be one, but Distortion has fragmented it. Now these shards of the past are held together only by these roots. Follow me. Where the Distortion came from is unknown even to us. All we know is that it comes from the farthest reaches of the end, from some powerful being. By the way, you can craft Endite armor from the shards you obtained. It is an analog of the netherite armor. It's generally needed for traveling on the End, as it partially protects against incoming distortion. Another feature of the armor is that the chest plate can be replaced with elytra, with almost no loss of defense points.
I really like that idea.
And once above the void, you'll get a slow fall effect, which gives you a chance to use the ender pearls and not lose all your hard-earned stuff.
The creator then tossed me resources, with which I was to create new armor.
See the recipe in this book and upgrade your armor in the same way you upgrade netherite armor.
Out of all the resources the creator threw out, I had enough for exactly 4 ingots. Once I created the entire set of armor, I completed the new challenge, End is Near.
Looks good. Check it out with the elytra.
And indeed, the armor looked very nice and stylish. I loved it.
Isn't that cool? I knew you'd love it. You still have some extra shards left, right? Let's go introduce you to someone.
I was curious about who the creator wanted me to meet.
He's a local merchant. You can meet him anywhere in the End. He is looking for players to trade items for shards. Keep in mind, you need to choose one of 3 items. After buying one, the merchant will disappear and you'll have to wait for him for a while. To select an item, hit it with the shard in your hand. The merchant will then give you the item and tell you his price. Now take the item and throw him as many shards as he's asking for it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I only had 4 shards. I didn't have enough, but I decided to take the enchanted trident from him. That's not bad, right?
Just make it quick. If you think too long or try to trick him, he'll get mad.
Oh, I don't think that's good. As I was running away, trouble happened to me. Still, I made it through the Endimens. Then I went back to the creator.
Nothing more to show here. You can take one last look around. Farther away are lands disfigured by distortion, and battles with the local inhabitants few could survive. You know, you're not ready. That's all for today. This is the end of our story.
Yes, that's where our story ends. So that was an extraordinary update on the End. What do you think? Write about it in the comments. I'd be very interested to read your thoughts. What would you add if you were the developers of Minecraft? And if you are waiting for a new video, check out these ones. They are also very interesting. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and click on the bell. We'll hear from you again.